What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out, man. Look, this headline that you're looking at right now on Cosmic Book News should come as no surprise to nobody. Nobody should be shocked to see this headline talking about the Skeleton Crew has the worst Star Wars ratings on Disney Plus, lower than The Acolyte. Yeah, we expected this. We expected this when the Skeleton Crew was dropping. When we heard about the Skeleton Crew, oh, yeah, this thing is about to flop. There ain't gonna be nobody watching this shit, all right? In order for you to watch the Skeleton Crew, you got to be a hardcore Disney Star Wars fan. And there ain't enough of them cats out there, all right, to boost this thing up in the ratings. It's just not enough Disney Star Wars fans. Star Wars fans, oh, you lost them cats. You lost Star Wars fans like back in Obi-Wan, all right? Back when Obi-Wan was dropped, everybody was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. The Star Wars fans, however. The Disney Star Wars fans, and I call that group like the modern audience that Star Wars is trying to attract with all the woke DEI forces female bullshit. Like, that's Disney Star Wars fans. And them cats, it ain't enough of them. It ain't enough of them to get this thing up in the ratings. I'm sorry. It's not. You know, you had a very loyal group of original trilogy fans and prequelists that was able to carry the franchise through the lean times, like in between the trilogies. Because you remember that first trilogy, you got 3 films, and then you didn't see another film for 16 years. And then you got 3 more films, and then you didn't get another one through for 10 years. So you had fans, because Star Wars was one of the biggest franchises on the planet during that time with only 6 movies. You had fans that was going to carry the franchise through all the lean years. Buy the books, buy the video games, watch and scrape and talk about every piece of Star Wars merchandise. You name it. They were going to do it. But you pissed those people off. You know, you called them racists and bigots because they didn't rock with the DEI agenda. So those people said, bye, I'm gone. The Disney Star Wars fans, they're still hanging around, but it ain't a lot of them. It's just not a lot of them. And so, unfortunately, yeah, this is where you at. One thing about OG Star Wars fans is they probably would not have had a problem with the Skeleton Crew. The Skeleton Crew would have been like, whatever, nothing burger mostly, but it's not offensive. It's just kind of there, you know, it's just like it's a show. It's there, all right. You can watch it. It doesn't really do anything for me, but, you know, you could get through it. It's not like it's bashing you over the head with woke nonsense or whatever. Most OT Star Wars fans probably would have supported it, rocked with it, tried to come up with little theories and everything, discussed it. Nobody's talking about this show. Nobody cares about this show. The original trilogy fans, they're gone. A lot of prequelists, they're gone. And then the normies in the general audience, they ain't even bothering. They're saying the Star Wars is a dead brand. Why would I come back and watch this? The only people watching this are Disney Star Wars fans, and it ain't enough of them. Yeah, and then these same Disney Star Wars fans are shocked and stunned that nobody's watching the show. All right, you guys remember I covered this on the Gaming Bible. Star Wars fans don't know good TV even when it slaps them in the face. No. Star Wars fans are gone. Star Wars fans have fled the franchise. Now, and she's saying, well, you know, they're overlooking the Skeleton Crew. They sure as hell are. And they're not coming to watch this or anything else that Star Wars puts out. Again, until you see Kathleen Kennedy packing her bags and walking out the door, oh, okay, then maybe the Star Wars fans will come back. But Disney Star Wars fans are watching it, and y'all are shocked. No, how come nobody's watching the Skeleton Crew? It's so good. Yeah, you're the only ones that care about this franchise any longer. Everybody else has checked out. They are gone, and they're not coming back. And the normies, the general audience, they ain't watching. And the fact that this thing is on Disney Plus, I'm going to get to it in a minute, is really a big, giant slap in the face. The fact that it's on this giant streaming platform and nobody's watching it, it tells you everything you need to know. But yeah, you guys will remember, this chick was talking about on her social media timeline, you know, when the Acolyte was out, there was a lot of chatter about it, Khmer or this or that, all right? But when the Skeleton Crew airs, I see nothing. No reactions, no theories, no praise. Nothing. Nobody's talking about the show. You know why nobody's talking about the show? Because nobody's watching the show. Like I said, none of this should come as any shock to anybody. Nobody should be surprised that nobody's watching the Skeleton Crew. Because listen, we've been telling you this the entire time. Hey, you're losing your fan base. You're losing your audience. You're trying to hand it over to this forces female agenda, and nobody's rocking with this. And because nobody's rocking with it, they're just tuning out. They're not catching this thing. And it's just going to continue to go downhill. We've been trying to tell these cats over the last few years. Look, the Skeleton Crew is failing to place inside Luminate's weekly top 10 streaming charts, something that really does not bode well for the series. It doesn't bode well for this series or any Star Wars thing. Anything Star Wars is doing. It doesn't matter if it's a movie. It doesn't matter if it's a television show, an animated series. It doesn't matter if it's toys. It doesn't matter what it is. Star Wars is a dying brand. These people have killed the brand. Just because they're cranking out content doesn't mean the brand is strong, especially when you see, hey, man, this thing can't even get on the top 10 streaming charts. It can't crack the top 10, a Star Wars series, and they're throwing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars after every single one of these projects. But we've been saying this. And it's like now everybody's like, oh, shit, now look, lower than the Acolyte. Again, not surprising whatsoever. Let's go ahead and check this out. So this is the Nielsen ratings for the first 2 episodes of The Skeleton Crew are in, revealing that they are worse than The Acolyte, worse than Andor, and seemingly the worst Star Wars ratings on Disney+. Skeleton Crew is also the first Star Wars show to not have its premiere make the Nielsen ratings, which are automatically tuned in or turned on for your Disney accounts. Samba TV, look, Samba TV, they some cowards. They don't want to post them numbers up anymore, all right? They used to give us some really, really good numbers where you could look at, hey, this is what the premiere episode did for this show over this amount of days, and here's what the final episode did. We used to be able to do that, compare and contrast. That's out. They ain't giving that information anymore. They give it for other shows. Look, Samba TV is still giving that information out for other shows, just not Disney Plus shows, all right? Just not Star Wars and Marvel shows, all right? It says they haven't published those in a while, all right? It tells you everything you need to know about how co-opted Samba TV is. It's really funny, man. But particularly alarming is that the Skeleton Crew premiered its first 2 episodes on the same night, yet still failed to appear in the Nielsen ratings despite having an entire week to qualify. That's wild, man. That's wild. Yeah, so look, here are the Nielsen ratings. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Yeah, so you can see this is December 2nd to December 8th. Skeleton Crew dropped December 2nd. You guys remember, they bumped it up a day, just so they could capture as much as they could in terms of information. Didn't matter. Still doesn't chart in the top 10 on Nielsen. And here's what's really crazy, right? You see what's charted. And here's what's crazy, all right? You see the shows that are out, all right? And you see what streaming platform they're on. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Netflix. We got Prime Video and 3 Paramount Pluses, all right? So you got Paramount Plus pushing content on the top 10 in streaming on Nielsen. Paramount Plus does not have as many subscribers as Disney Plus. It's not even close, y'all. What is the actual number? Hold on a second. Okay, so check it out. I just Googled this, all right? So it says here, as of October of 24, Disney Plus had more subscribers than Paramount Plus. Here's the comparison. Disney Plus had 153.6 million subscribers, and then Paramount Plus had 71.2 million subscribers. So Paramount Plus had less than half of the amount of Disney Plus subscribers back in October. And I'm pretty sure they didn't pile all kinds of extra people on, you know, in November and December. I'm pretty sure they didn't have, oh yeah, we just added another 70 million to catch up with Disney. Disney has like more than double the subscribers of Paramount Plus. And yet and still, they can't climb into the chart with a Star Wars show. They have to be embarrassed, man. They have to be embarrassed. This tells you what you need to know. 3 Paramount Plus shows are charting, all right? What is that? Tulsa King, Landman, Special Ops Lioness are beating a Star Wars series, all right? And then you got Netflix beating it as well. Man on the Inside, The Ultimatum. What is this? The Great British Baking Show. Skeleton Crew can't beat The Great British Baking Show, y'all. It can't beat it. It cannot beat this Great British Baking Show. Star Wars. And now we're hearing that we might be getting a Knights of the Old Republic show next, all right? It's going downhill fast, y'all. Going downhill pretty fast. This is going to be a disaster, all right? If they do this, this is going to be the end of the franchise. Like, you still got some meat on the bones if you decide to say, hey, let's wait until Kathleen Kennedy gets fired, and then let's make a Knights of the Old Republic show. And let's make sure we do it the correct way. Get some fans involved instead of letting the woke idiots and Dave Filoni and all of these other jackasses, letting them have a friend. Like, no. Let's get some real writers in here that care about the franchise and know what works and what doesn't, you know? I mean, they're just dropping the ball left and right. But yeah, again, just going back to Skeleton Crew, man, none of this should be any surprise to anybody at all. None of this should surprise you. We saw this coming. We knew this was coming. Again, this is just proof positive that the fan base that carried for Star Wars for over 40 years has left the franchise. From 77 all the way up to 17 with The Last Jedi, a lot of people were saying we're done. A few of them still hung around all the way through Mando Season 2, and then they're done. And here's what's left. This is the fan base you got now. You're not replacing the old fans with any new fans. Disney Star Wars fans, it's not enough of you. All right? There's more of us. There's not enough of you. And this is proof of that. This is proof that there's not enough of these clowns, these shills that get out there and promote and push Disney Star Wars all the live long day. This is y'all. This is what you guys got to show for yourselves. The lowest ratings ever on Disney Plus for a Star Wars show, lower than that trash The Acolyte. This, again, I can't say it any other way. You get what you get, Lucasfilm. If Kathleen Kennedy still got a job by this time next year, it's over, man. You guys have lost everybody. The only thing folks are really caring about, maybe Andor might be good, but that's about it. I think Mando and Grogu is going to flop. I think that is going to flop hard. I don't think that movie makes any money. I don't think it makes any money. I don't think anybody cares about Star Wars anymore. And it's been too long since they've even seen Mando and Grogu. I think that shit is going to flop super hard. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, shouldn't be shocked. Shouldn't be surprised. This is the best that you ever gonna get when it comes to Disney Star Wars fans. Everybody else is checked out. This is the best you're gonna get. It's gonna get worse from this. It's going to get worse and worse and worse the more shit you bring out. You know, let's just call a spade a spade. It is what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.